Hey followers, today I'm interviewing Jasper Motorsports team owner Doug Bawel, and I cannot wait to see how it turns out because he always seemed very nice to me. So let's see. I'm gonna call him right now very quick. Let's see. Come on, where's the email? Okay. Let's see. All right. Alrighty. Now let's see.
Thank you for calling Jasper Engines Transmissions. If you know your party's extension, press it at any time. Para ayuda en español, please hold while I transfer your call.
Hey Doug, this is Douglas Kenney, the guy that we agreed to do a phone conference with. Are you available for it right now?
I am, sir. Go right ahead.
Alrighty, cool. It means a lot to me to be talking to you because I always liked the Jasper team that you fielded in the Cup Series.
Well, thank you very much.
Alrighty, so I have a list of questions and hopefully you have the answer for them, and it's about 15 of them, or 18 so far it looks like. So my first question is, what made you get into motor racing?
Well, to us, that was just a natural progression of what races and does well on Sunday sells well on Monday. And initially, for the first 2 years, we were sponsor only and realized very quickly that if we were going to do this, we wanted to do it with our own powertrain. So in the early 80s, we began our own engine division. We were already doing the transmissions and differentials as well.
Ooh, that's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my next question after that is, what was owning a Cup Series team like in the 1990s?
Well, it was extremely competitive. Back in the 90s, the sport to me was at an all-time high. And every weekend you'd have 47-plus teams show up trying to make the field, and only the top 43 would actually qualify and make the race. Quite different than what we have today. There were many racetracks that you literally could not ever get a seat to unless you were grandfather tickets, and they just didn't even have general admission tickets. The likes would be Bristol and Martinsville and Daytona and Talladega and places like that. So it was extremely competitive, and that made for a lot of fun, but that also made for a few gray hair.
Nice. That's really cool. So yeah, I would have to agree with you on that, you know. The top 43 drivers ever in existence making the race. Yep. So what was Waltrip Jasper Racing run out of the Bill Davis Racing shop in 2006?
No, that actually, well, it may have been physically the old Bill Davis shop, but Michael Waltrip, wanted to field his own team, and he knew that, if he didn't have points to carry into the next year, so he approached us, would we be willing to sell him the number? So he ran the number 77 for a very short period of time, then converted over to 55. But if Michael hadn't done that, he would not have made the Daytona race that year.
Oh. That makes a lot of sense, because before NASCAR had the charter system in place, it was the points that got you in the race.
Correct. So, you had enough, that they carried, points over from the previous year, and, we were, 18th or whatever points, so that allowed him that, if he didn't make it on qualifying or twin 125 students, he would make the race on points.
That makes a lot of sense. And what made you select Robert Presley as your driver?
an absolutely fantastic success then it was, the Busch Series. And Robert had that down-home atmosphere that seemed to relate extremely well with our customer base, primarily of independent garage owners across the country.
That makes a lot of sense. I interviewed Robert Presley a couple years ago, and he was very nice.
Yeah, he's quite a guy.
Yeah. What was your reaction to the tough years of 1998 and 1999 in Winston Cup when you guys DNQ'd a couple times?
Well, I can remember like it was yesterday. I want to say we finished second at Texas with Robert, and we're getting ready to head to Bristol, and that was a track that he struggled with in some qualifying. And when people say it was just a fluke that we finished second in that race, well, I need to go back. Was that when Robert was driving for us?
That was when Robert was, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. Those were the tough times. Now, you show up and you're pretty well guaranteed a starting spot.
Yeah. That says a lot about the charter system. So,
yes.
Was hiring Ryan Pemberton influenced by your team's rough years those years?
Absolutely. Robert sort of kind of handpicked Ryan and really thought that he could take him to that next level, but, it really never happened.
Okay.
So I can remember being in Michigan prior to the Chicago race and sharing with Robert that we're going to tell you up front, we're not going to renew your contract. Doesn't mean we may not come back to you and want to share another contract with you, but we're letting you know right now that, you're on the bubble. And the next week he goes and finishes second at Chicagoland.
Oh, I see. So that's really interesting. So it was the race before Chicago that he announced that he wasn't gonna be part of the team again, or that you announced it?
We announced to him. We didn't announce it to the world, but we announced to Robert that, hey, we're just not continuing to make the games that we need to, and you might want to start looking because we're going to be looking.
Okay, that makes sense. So what was your reaction when Robert finished second at Chicago?
And I don't think Robert thinks that he's the second best car right now. He's going to go for it.
Kevin Harvick driving the car that was Dale Earnhardt's until his accident at the Daytona 500 that took his life. Harvick jumped into this car at Rockingham under the worst of circumstances and has been nothing short of spectacular. In just his third Winston Cup start, he won a photo finish in Atlanta. The earliest a victory has ever been scored in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series in years and years and years, if not the earliest ever. He has been in the top 10 in Winston Cup points all season long, despite having run one less race than everybody else. The first race of the year that Dale Earnhardt drove in this car. This whole team has picked up the pieces with a spectacular young driver and written an amazing story. 5 laps to go in the Tropicana 400. Green flag.
Green flag.
What, Mark got a good restart.
Oh, Martin's in trouble. Martin's in trouble. They scatter around him. Rudd goes under Jarrett for third.
I don't know if Mark just missed a shift there, Benny. It had to be because he took off great.
Or maybe spun the rear tires.
Clear, man. Nice and easy getting in.
Robert Presley's best career finish was a 5th at Michigan a year ago.
And yesterday, the folks in the NASCAR Busch Series, we had a first-time winner. Jimmy Johnson won his first NASCAR Busch Series race ever. Could we see the same thing here in the NASCAR Winston Cup? Good. Presley, Kenney, pull it off.
And Robert's car looks good down low. It's the same as Kevin's. Both those cars are right on the line. Now watch out for the sneaky guy in the third place.
Harvick got away from him there off turn 2.
Nice and easy.
But they're coming to the white flag. Final lap of the Tropicana 400. Kevin Harvick, 1.5 miles from scoring his second NASCAR Winston Cup Series win.
If Harvick can just stay together for this last 1 mile. He will be the winner here this afternoon.
The 25-year-old from Bakersfield, California, will have led 113 of 267 laps today. He got away from Robert Presley on the final restart, and he's going to get win number 2. Kevin Harvick takes the inaugural Tropicana 400 at Chicagoland. Robert Presley gets a career best finish with a second-place run. Rudd gets third, Dale Jarrett fourth, while Jeff Gordon is going to finish in 17th place. And the victory celebration is on for the Richard Childress Racing Team.
Kevin did a good job. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, getting a restart, having a car like that all day.
Right away.
Let's go to victory lane.
Well, you can imagine the atmosphere down here. Kevin Harvick climbing out of his Goodwrench Chevrolet, and he will celebrate in big-time fashion. Well, congratulations. In Earnhardt-type fashion, a race you dominated.
I tell you what, these GM Goodwrench guys, they did a heck of a job in the pits. Kevin Hammond had great pit strategy. But I'll tell you who we owe this to. We owe this to Todd Barrier and Jeff Green and the AOL guys. This guy right here, they come up here and tested. And that's what we did both days. And those multiple-car teams are paying off for us. I hope Mike Skinner's okay.
How about that last restart, Kevin?
Well, I mean, last restarts with under 10 to go are pretty nerve-wracking. But we got good ratios in this thing, and the motor shop done a heck of a job. So we got up to speed pretty good. This is awesome. I mean, this year's all for Dale Earnhardt, and winning races for him, and it's pretty special.
There's been a lot of pressure on you since you got in this car. Tremendous performance at Atlanta. How much does this one mean to you?
This means a lot. I mean, when you're stuck on your first win, and everybody says, well, he's a flash in the pan. Well, here's the second win, and we're going to keep going at it.
And you're the first winner in Chicago as well.
It's an awesome place. We run good here yesterday too, and it reminds me a lot of Texas, and we run good on the mile-and-a-half racetrack. So once Jerry Nadeau was out, it was a lot better.
Congratulations. The big reception's right behind you.
Thank you.
That's his wife. Kevin Harvick wins in Chicago. Holy cow.
Dave? Holy cow for Robert Presley as well. 186 career starts going into today. Still looking for that win, but pretty darn close today.
Yeah, we was real close. I mean, I really thank all them guys in Indiana, Jasper Engines Transmission. We've had some good race cars the last couple years, but just never can finish out the day. This same car we had at Charlotte that we thought we had a good top 3 with, and got in the blowed motor there. But, you know, as long as we can stay out there and run and keep these cars like we are, we'll get us a win or some more top 5s. I mean, this deal's tougher than anybody ever could imagine, and just being able to run there with Kevin, if we could have got under him, you know, we might have been all right.
Well, he drove by Mark Martin, then he held off Ricky Rudd. A great run for Robert Presley. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Why didn't we do this 6 months prior?
I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to say that, but, you know, do drivers become a little comfortable at times? And you know, when they know that, you know, they're on the bubble, that, you know, so they step it up a little bit.
Yeah, and he also finished in the top 10 a lot frequently in the chase, if I remember right.
Absolutely.
So that's the comfort level in it. So
exactly.
So I guess that covers my next question already, which was originally what was the reason for Presley's departure, but I think you covered that already, so I'll move to the next one. What was the reason for bringing Dave Blaney aboard the team?
Well, Dave, there again, you know, he had an unprecedented career in the sprint car series, and, you know, we really, you know, watched him when he was over at Bill Davis's team, of some of the success that he had there, and we felt that we had a better powertrain system to offer him than what he had over Bill Davis. But I think what we learned after the fact, when you take a sprint car driver, some people say, well, what about Tony Stewart? Well, Tony wasn't just a sprint car driver. I mean, he did the IRL series or the Indy series, whatever you want to refer to it as, and they have a hard time understanding or it's a 400-mile race. And so they don't, pardon me, respect their equipment enough to know that, okay, this next series is going to be a little tough. I'm just going to have to hang in there and bide my time, and we'll come and make adjustments so that the next, round before pits is going to be better.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. What did Dave Blaney say after witnessing the tremendous duel between Ricky Craven and Kurt Busch?
He's going to try to slide under him here. Come on, baby.
And Blaney's coming.
Both these cars are driving terrible right now. Half a lap to go. Nah, they're driving good. Come on, baby. You can do it on this end of the speedway. Come off the 4 and get up alongside of him.
Half a mile
Here
to
he
go.
comes. Here he comes.
Who's going to get off?
Here he comes. Here he comes. He's got him this time.
It's going to be a drag race. Wow. They touch. They touch.
Craven got him. Craven got him.
Craven got him. And
Craven. All right. What a finish.
have you ever?
No, I've never.
Wow.
What a finish.
That is one happy group right there.
That's one great race. I'm going to tell you, it's the greatest race I've ever seen at Darlington.
Scott Miller gets his first win as a crew chief.
Pontiac gets a win. Kyle Wells' engine program gets a win.
First year for that engine program. And for the 5th time in Darlington history, a race is settled with a last lap pass. We didn't have a last lap pass for the win last year. That's the end of that.
That was at the start finish line pass there. What a race.
I got to see this again.
I do too. Let's watch.
Coming off turn 4 onto the front stretch. That's about as close as it'll get right there.
And this right here, I don't know what kept them from both widening them up down here in turn 1, but bam, oh boy, Craven really shot out into it.
It is amazing they didn't wreck after they crossed the start-finish line. Darrell, if instead of Busch coming down into Craven, if he stays straight, does he beat Craven?
I don't think he had any choice, Mike, because Craven came off the bottom and really slammed into him. I think they got hooked together and couldn't get apart.
Look at Craven in there. Look at him fighting that steering wheel.
And it's a good thing that Pontiac's got the kick out on the nose.
Yeah, that was the difference.
But he wouldn't have won.
Look at how close this finish is. Right there. Wow.
I can remember that like it was yesterday, going down the back stretch and watching it on the monitor and seeing those two start bumping, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we got a chance on this. They're going to take one another out. And if you remember correctly, when they went into turn 3, I mean, he was right on their bumper. And I think at that point in time, those two said, you know what, we better slow this thing down because we're going to take it out, and Dave's going to win the race.
Oh. So that was probably your team's nearest miss in the Cup Series then?
Yeah, I mean, in Chicagoland, Robert pushed, Kevin Harvick, into the turn, but Kevin, brake checked him a little bit and then got back on the gas quicker than Robert could, and, he just, rocket shipped off of turn 2 to come down the back stretch, and he had so many car lengths ahead of us, we just couldn't catch him.
That makes sense. What was your reason for merging with Penske Racing?
Well, that was interesting. Prior to that, we were building engines for only ourselves, along with the Busch team that we were leasing some to. Roger was building engines for his 2 teams, and we had some business dealings prior to that, and we approached him and said, Roger, is there any interest in putting these things together? And so then he offered me the opportunity to serve as the operating manager of Penske Jasper Engines. And we put the 3 teams together. We had spent a lot of time and energy working on the bottom end of the engine, and they had spent a lot of time working on the top end of the engine. So it worked extremely well. So after that, Roger was able to
that?
All on a handshake.
Oh, all on a handshake. Yeah, that's kind of cool that we can still do handshake deals. That's really cool. When you merged,
it took about 5 months to, go through all the legal proceedings and get everything done. But that's the type of guy Roger Penske is. I mean, he's a man of his word, and he's just a super class act.
Yeah, I have tremendous respect for him. He's a great team owner. When you merged with Penske Racing, did your team operate out of the Jasper shop or the Penske shop?
We operated out of the Jasper shop for a couple of years before Roger bought his new shop, where today both the Cup, when he runs the Xfinity Series, and the IndyCar Series out of there, and then they do some other series out of there as well. I don't remember if it's the Le Mans or GTP, but whatever that other series is, and then they run it out of that shop.
Okay. What was working with Brendan Gaughan like?
So there's the race for the lead. Brendan Gaughan, Matt Kenseth. Strategy still playing out and shuffling up the running order here at the Glen. Cup Series at Watkins Glen International, the famed New York road course where Brendan Gaughan is leading Sirius Satellite Radio at the Glen. That's the name of today's race. He's out in front of Casey Mears, the new second-place driver. Matt Kenseth just ducked onto pit road under the green flag seconds ago for what would be his final stop in the race.
He is gone. Something is up with that 77 car.
Here's the pass for the lead.
Brendan just kind of moves over. I think he feels like something is going wrong.
And so that was the change for the lead in the inner loop. Now they come down to turn number 6.
That explains where he went.
Okay.
Brendan putting his off-road truck.
11th most popular saying on the radio, save fuel and trouble on the racetrack, Brendan Gaughan.
Second place runner Brendan Gaughan is stuck in the gravel trap, and the yellow flag is out. Watch those wheels spin as he tries to get out. But I can tell you, Brendan, it's pointless.
Forget it.
Okay.
The floor, locked them up.
Did you say brake pedal went to the floor?
Yeah, brake pedal went to the floor and locked them up. On the rocks with Brian Vickers, Dale Cherry, Herman Sadler, and now Brendan Gaughan.
Not a group you want to be
You
involved.
told them not to go in the rocks.
I said at the very top, don't do this.
So from second place to potentially a lap down, here's what happened. Watch him coming at you.
Man, he's sideways back in the straightaway.
Yeah, right when he got on the brakes, that thing went sideways. Look at the rocks coming out already.
From the other off course.
Rock excursion.
Stop short, stop short, stop short. Oh, no.
Just about 6 feet.
So here we come to a restart that'll be with 15 laps to go. You've got Casey Mears leading the race, trying to stretch his fuel, but with his 11-second advantage wiped out by the caution flag. The next car in line is Brendan Gaughan, but he's now a lap down. Here comes the restart. 15 to go at the Glen. Nice job, Brendan Gaughan, getting out of the way.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Robbie Gordon.
Brendan was a character. Brendan came from the desert racing, and then from there he had a very successful career in the then Busch Series side. And he was fearless. He spoke both English and Spanish because of growing up in the hotel business, and did well with both sets of customers and walking on the shop floor here in Indiana and Missouri and talking to our people. And to this day, Brendan, Robert Presley, Dave Blaney, we still talk. We're all friends.
Okay. And what was the reason you replaced him with Travis Quapple?
Well, that was a Roger Penske deal. Roger just didn't think that Brendan could win the championship. And Roger's all about winning a championship. He's got enough wins and top tens. He wants drivers that he believes can win the championship. And he did not feel that Brendan had that ability. And,
good in the truck series, but that's pretty much
Awesome.
it. What was your reason for merging with Michael Waltrip Racing?
Well, we really didn't merge. We were shutting the team down because we lost Kodak, and Roger and I both had decided that, you know, we weren't going to fund it ourselves, and he was going to go back just to doing 2 teams, and I was going to go back to just managing the engine shop and looking for some other engine customers, which we did for, another couple of years before I actually, you know, got out of the business. And just when the Car of Tomorrow came out, we knew we had a very, very sharp window to come up with a brand new transmission. So when that happened, we really focused our energy in coming up with a brand new transmission for NASCAR.
Okay. What was working with Michael Waltrip like?
Fly the blimp, too much hot air. Race announcer, same thing there. Wouldn't get a word in with you know who. Just get down on the track and do what you do. Slide down in my seat, pull the belts tight. Get on the wheel and let the dust fly. Never know how. Never know
For that period of time.
We had no interest. It was just selling the points to him for Michael to use.
Okay. Alrighty. So that's really all it was. It was just selling the points. There was nothing.
Correct.
Alright.
No, I never went to a race. I never was even at their race shop until they closed it and began selling off assets, and we bought some of their assets.
Alrighty. Alrighty, that's all I have as far as questions. I really appreciate the time you made for me.
Well, you're most welcome, and best of success to you.
No problem, and when the book comes out, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Alrighty, bye. That was very thrilling. What a very nice guy, and he's definitely someone I'll talk to again. Thank you all for joining me. He's a very nice guy and very cool. And this is what I want to do. I want to keep doing interviews, you know. Interviews are what I want to do. Thanks to him.